Wrong side of 30, still on lockdown. Cons.
DVG.
Dash.
And Ash. You know,
What's going on, guys? Everyone all right?
Happy 420, everyone.
Yeah, man. 420. Happy 420.
Although we just figured out that Tash doesn't know what 420 is.
What the fuck is 420, bro?
This guy's not serious, bro. He said, what the is 420?
Yeah, what is 420? Someone clue me in it.
You bun. Can I ask you a serious question? I mean, I know the answer to it, yeah, but do you smoke?
Not anymore, but I did, yeah.
And you don't know what 420 is?
No.
Explain it to him then, man.
What's the importance? Why do I have to know?
It's the most sacred day of the year for every stoner, bro.
Right.
It's Stoner Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go and explain to me, what is 420?
Everybody goes to Hyde Park and buns their thing as a peaceful protest in the name of legalizing weed.
Really?
You never heard of it,
Really? Where have you been?
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. All these years,
I've been aware of it maybe, say, the last 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, same.
You man been sleeping under a rock.
And then it was an American thing, innit? And then we started doing it. Like Black Friday is an American thing.
Because of something that happened in America, and it got announced at 420 or something like that. Is that it, Ash? I can't remember the exact story.
Yeah. That's why people ask, instead of saying, do you blaze, they say, are you 420 friendly?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. First time I've heard of this shit, man.
You swear you never heard of this before?
Never heard of this shit.
Right.
Never heard of it.
I'm going to start calling you senior for real, Black.
But I will take this opportunity to shout a big rest in peace to Black the Ripper.
Yeah, man.
He was a 420 veteran. He used to go down there, protest, blaze zoots that are like that big, like my forearm.
Man toasted a zoot on the London Night Park. Big thing.
Yeah, he passed away last week unexpectedly. I'm not sure if the cause of his death has been.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued, man.
Yeah, because from what I know, he was in Montserrat.
Yeah.
And a mutual friend of ours, I'm not going to name this person just in case they don't want to be named or whatever, spoke to him the day before he passed away. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's I don't know.
What do you think? Is that one of those sharp things? You try to keep him quiet or something?
But that's the thing, like, people have said that, yeah, but yeah, the day before he was posting apparently some like proper risky shit about the government and whatever it is. But what about people like Michael Moore and David Icke? Like, they're much more high profile, much more people listen to them, and no one takes them out, but they're gonna take out Black the Ripper, who's probably not even a third of their notoriety when it comes to conspiracy.
You can't touch Ike. Yeah. You can't touch Ike. He's got too much of a following. Something all of a sudden happened to Ike, yeah, people will be screwing. Ike now is at that level now where he can't be touched. He ain't like a regular person no more.
Yeah, it'd be too obvious, isn't it, basically?
Yeah.
Bro, the president of America got touched, bro. He can get touched, bro.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Get touched, but
you know what I'm saying?
Is it going to be worth their aggro? All you're going to be doing is making him a martyr, innit?
Yeah, but just say he dies, if David dies of natural causes or dies of corona today or tomorrow or whatever, however he dies, yeah, the conspiracy theory is going to come anyway. Oh, he was killed by so-and-so. He was killed by this, or he was blah, blah, blah. It don't matter how David Icke dies, there's always going to be a conspiracy theory around him.
True.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, Cons, if you think about it, right, would it favour the elites to get rid of David Icke? I don't think it would, because his sales of his books and his thing tripled.
But why would it be in favour of the elites to get rid of Black the Ripper?
Yeah, no, I don't think that happened. I'm just saying, like, with David, I'm talking more with David Icke. But
do you know what? Yeah,
I'll tell you why. It could just be some street stuff that happened over there.
I'll tell you why it'd be in favour to get rid of Black the Ripper, because he's an influencer.
Yeah, but to what degree, like, what's his fan base? We're looking at 300,000, 400,000 people, 500,000 people. On the big scheme of things, that's nothing, bro.
If Black the Ripper said, fuck the government, everyone come 420, I would have been at 420 today.
Yeah, but how many people is that? When you look at the whole big scheme of things, 1,000 people in the park don't amount to shit, bro.
No, that's true. 1,000 people every year, bro.
Dude, how many
Bro, it
people...
don't amount to shit, bro. Ash, seriously, it don't amount to shit.
Listen, how many people went and protested when the Iraq war happened? There was 1 million people in central London.
That didn't amount to shit.
They didn't amount to shit. They still done their thing, innit?
Yeah, you see the 420 thing, like, as a bunner, I've never been, and personally, I don't feel like I have to go, like, to try and prove a point. It's 420 every day, bruv.
I think people go there, a lot of people go there to flex and show, oh, this is what I smoke.
Yeah, like,
and
it's
I can
just...
smoke this much and whatever. But coming back to the whole
but
Ripper
at the
thing,
same time,
it's a weed community, isn't it?
Like, yeah.
No, I hear you, but coming back to the Ripper thing, yeah, all right. Not that I'm saying that it's irrelevant that he's got 1,000 people coming to Hyde Park and whatever. That's not irrelevant, but in a big scheme of let's shut this guy up, that's where it's irrelevant, because the amount of people you got in the UK and in the world compared to the amount of people that are going to go to 420, it's like whatever.
Yeah,
you've got an elephant there. You've got an elephant, and you've got like a fucking army of ants attacking the elephant.
Yeah,
it's not nothing to the elephant.
Yeah. I mean, look, I slowly believe now that whatever's going to happen is going to happen, regardless. Yeah, unless we make something really big happen. Yeah, and I'm talking about a little social gathering or some picket fences or something like that. If we do something major, everyone gets together. And then that's when something can happen. But until then...
In the next 5 years, weed's going to be legalised over here anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they're looking to ban thingy. They're looking to ban rolling tobacco and menthol cigarettes.
Why?
Don't know. That's where the menthols are going and thingy's going. What's it called? Roll-ups.
Yeah, but the thing, like, it's all good.
If they're locking that off, it's in order to bring something else in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm too outspoken.
Well, listen. In America, the states that basically introduced thing, because it's not federal law, is it? It's basically state law.
Yeah, it's based on if they want it or not.
Yeah. Right. So basically, the states have let it in. Now, the states, I forgot which one it was, Chicago or Illinois, I can't quite remember which one it was, made 60 billion in the first quarter. And that's money.
So it was Colorado. Was it Colorado?
Oh, I can't remember now.
Colorado is where it first started.
Yeah, Colorado. They that first weekend, they made millions. I think 3 places opened, and they made what? I think, don't quote me fully, but I think it was 5 mil was made in one weekend.
Well, listen, would I be right? Would I be right in saying that you guys would say that you're up for the legalisation of cannabis?
I'm up for it.
Yeah, to me, it don't make a difference, bruv. Whether it is or not, people are going to bun anyway. So
see, I'm not a smoker. Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't look at it like. I look at alcohol worse.
All right. So, what do you think about edibles then?
With me?
All of you guys. Edibles, mushrooms, and stuff.
What you mean, like truffles and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be really healing and good. I've never done that, but
you see those nuns that cook? No, that was it. That Italian grandma that cooks with weed.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, marijuana. Is that what her name is? Or no weed?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's it.
And she just cooks everything with weed.
Infused with weed.
Where did I see that?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's on Munchies,
on Netflix as well.
No, I saw it on that program where Pat Butcher and them went and they were smoking weed. It was Pat Butcher.
I haven't even seen that, you know.
Yeah, it was Pat Butcher. It was a chick from Birds of a Feather. Oh, who else was it?
What, they went to Dam or something?
No, they
Bruno and Chris Eubank, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Chris Eubank.
Yeah.
And they went on this bus and they went all around America and they went around all these places smoking weed. And they're non-weed smokers. They've never smoked weed before. And it was just funny. Pat Butcher, it was just like, Blaze. It was funny. Do you remember that program, Nick? Where Pat Butcher was smoking weed. Anyway, I'll Google it in a bit. My phone's gonna die anyway. But no, that was a funny program though.
Christ.
I see them clips. The old ladies going to Amsterdam and doing bongs for the first time and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well. Yeah. Did you see the geezer? That I felt sorry for him, but it was quite funny. I was watching something on YouTube about like medical cannabis, and they give some geezer like a bong and some weeds so they can smoke it from a bong. Because he'd never used it before,
he did not use it.
He was just burning the bong, but not burning the top bit, and he was like, he didn't know what he was doing. It made me really laugh, but yeah, it's funny, man. But yeah, I mean, like with anything you use, if you use it properly, it's good. If you abuse it, then it's not good. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just depends on like what you're using it for. Like me, I don't usually use it just to get wasted. I use it to like research and get on deep ones and
yeah, because it opens a different part.
Yeah, but it's just a bit of
different people. It does different. It's like alcohol, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people, alcohol, they get drunk, they get violent, they get crazy rare. Like it's like weed.
Listen, alcohol, yeah, it don't help you concentrate. It don't help you. It just
there's no positives to alcohol.
But what I'm saying is, it affects everyone in different ways. Some people
it does,
be a nice person and have a drink and enjoy themselves. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Some people have a drink and they'll go home and beat the shit out of their wives. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Go on, man.
Cons, you know what I've noticed with, you see people who can't handle weed and people who can. The people who can't handle it, yeah, it's for two reasons, right? It's they've not done no research on. It's not just weed. You've got indica, you've got sativa. They're both different effects. So
yeah, some are body high, some are
exactly. Depending on the type of person you are, one might be more suitable for you. So you might have one that's not suitable for you, and you might start getting all para or whatever. But the only reason someone gets para from weed is because they're being confronted with truths that they don't want to face, and that's the only reason why someone.
I like that.
It makes you face the truth.
That's all it is, really.
But listen, that's the same thing as mushrooms as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the whole issue with mushrooms as well.
But you're talking about next. You're talking about hallucinogens and fucking acid and all that shit. That's not natural, yeah. I'm not on none of that.
It's not natural.
It is natural. It's
LSD and hallucinogens and shit.
No, mushrooms.
LSD is not the same as a mushroom.
I'm talking about all that shit in general. You know, that mad shit, that chemical.
Yeah, but that's not the same category.
Yeah, no. Mushrooms are something totally different.
See, I don't know nothing about none of that shit. Is that your second pot noodle? Fuck, you just wasted 2 pot noodles in the space of fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, Cons.
Go on, man.
You wasted that fucking thing.
Listen. Sorry, I was going off topic anyway, yeah, because obviously, as you can see, I've changed my picture.
Yeah.
Right. So this is what I've been watching. It's called The Act, yeah.
Right.
If you get the opportunity to watch it. In fact, I'm telling you, find a way to watch it. It's on that Hulu channel. You can buy it on YouTube. It's absolutely fucked. It's based on a true story. And yeah, it's about a girl that feels it was been made to believe that she can't even walk and that she's got all types of illnesses. She discovers that she's not actually ill and she can walk. And yeah, ends up murking her mumsy. And yeah, it explains the whole thing.
So it's the whole fucking thing.
No, but listen, you see this in the first episode, and then it breaks it down, innit?
Right. So it's some sort of head trip then.
It's actually fun. The way it's laid out, the way they show it to you, what actually happens. They give you an insight from her actual perspective. It's mad.
Like something I've seen a trailer to that, but I'll come back to that because Mem was about to say something about thing that I want to hit. What was it you was about to say, Mem?
I can't remember, bruv. I was just gonna.
Arsehole, man.
I think.
Sorry, man, but that's also an effect of weed. That's an effect of weed.
Yeah, forgetfulness. Yeah.
That's true.
We was talking about how weed affects certain people.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It basically.
That's why I said that.
Do you guys know a guy called Terence McKenna?
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's
I know
like
McKenna.
a famous researcher.
Yeah.
He used to look into he's like a proper deep guy. He said a quote once because I've done like some research on it. I wrote it down in a book. He said, if you're not very bright or you don't know much, you shouldn't be doing drugs, basically. Because he's saying if you're not an open-minded person or you don't know about what you're taking, then that's when you will have a bad experience because
Of
you're not
course.
preparing yourself
Yeah.
mentally for it. So
Yeah.
you've got to be a bit open-minded, and you have to know what you're doing when you're doing it. Don't just do it for the sake of doing
But
it.
he was a fucker though, wasn't he? Would he have 2 marriages? He was
I'm not
constantly
sure about
drunk
that.
and yeah,
Well,
he
he's got 2 marriages. He's a fucker. His wife might have been a
No,
fucker.
because he was drunk. Because he was drunk all the time. He used to fuck about, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But his
He's
words were
got the
deep.
down though, innit? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but the
been up this
geezer was
guy's whole
deep,
life. But what if his current wife don't know none of that shit and he just told everyone?
I think they're dead.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Did you see the have you watched any of like the stories on YouTube about like the medicinal like successes of cannabis, where like it stopped certain kids
Yeah.
having epilepsy and
Yeah.
I saw
cancer?
someone who was
Yeah.
shaking.
I see someone with Tourette's.
Who was
Yeah.
shaking and he blazed and it calmed them down straight away.
Yeah.
But didn't you guys hear about the thing that the kid that they took the cannabis away from Southend Airport? I think it was last year. The parents basically, I think the kid's got epilepsy, and the kid has seizures every fucking I don't know how many minutes. Yeah. Like he's really suffering. So they used to get cannabis, give the kid cannabis, and it would suppress it. Wouldn't totally get rid of it, but really suppress it. Now at the airport, the parents were found with the cannabis.
Cannabis oil or cannabis?
I'm not sure.
Probably
sure,
oil. It's probably
oil.
It could be oil, right? So they confiscated it and they say, listen, our kid needs it. Yeah. There's no other treatment. Like the treatment that the doctors are giving us is not working. This is working. Give us it back. And they wouldn't give it to him. And the fucking kid ended up having the fucking seizures again. This went all the way up to Parliament. And I think they okayed it in the end.
Yeah, they okayed it. I remember hearing that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, they okayed it. It's going to come, bruv. It'll be medicinal, just like it was in America, and then it'll become legal.
bro. I wouldn't care if it weren't legal, like for recreation, but at least fucking do it for people who
medicinal.
fucking need it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that.
Ain't it legal in Ireland for medicinal purposes?
I'm not sure.
Bro, you eating a new pot noodle or what?
That's what I
Yes.
said a second ago. He's on the pot noodle. But keep it on that train of thought, yeah? All right. What are your favourite weed movies?
Ah, Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke.
Friday.
Friday.
So I like anything that's visually good. Like when I used to
What,
smoke
Pineapple
it,
Express?
Yeah, Pineapple.
Definitely Pineapple Express.
But yeah, I'm sure. What else is there? I can't think at the moment.
Nah, see, I like things like
Was it Harold and
Close
Kumar?
Encounters.
Yeah, Harold and Kumar.
They're all right.
But you see Harold and Kumar, yeah? Go White Castle, yeah? I watched that when I was in New York, all right? And at the end, they get like 50 burgers each and shit, yeah? I was thinking, right, that is a piss take, innit, yeah? So the day after, I come across a White Castle's thingy, restaurant, yeah? Like, thingy. I walk in and I see, like, for $5.99, you get 6 burgers, fries, and a big drink. I'm thinking, right, 6 burgers. So me and Smurf, yeah? We went halves on the thingy, innit? We went halves on the meal, yeah? We thought, fucking 6 burgers, you take 3, I take 3, yeah? Bro, the burgers are this big. White Castle burgers are this fucking big, yeah?
What are they like, though?
Beautiful. They melt in your mouth, bro. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it just melts in your mouth. Like beautiful burgers, yeah? Cheese dip, whatever, yeah? So that's why they got 50 burgers. Something's like 50 burgers. Who's going to eat fucking 50 burgers? It's because they're tiny burgers and shit.
Well, years back, that's how America used to roll in. They used to get a bag of burgers. You know, even I think McDonald's, when they first started as well, you'd buy a bag of burgers. That's the way that people used to do it. Not like now, you get one burger, you pay like fucking £5 for it.
Like I said, Harold and Kumar is a good weed movie. Cheech and Chong, Friday. What other weed movie there? Pineapple.
You know what?
You know what, yeah?
Go on.
I don't know what your top 3 selected is, but mine definitely is How High.
How High is a good movie as well. So remember your top 3? What's your top 3, ma'am?
Oh, my top 3.
No, top 3. You were saying the scene in Cheech and Chong.
My top scene, you know, in Cheech and Chong when they break into the police station.
Yeah.
And they take over the radio.
Bro, that
Remember
one was
that
fucking
bit?
hilarious.
Lord,
Did they have two? They had two movies, didn't they? They had Up in the Smoke.
3 of them. There's
What
loads
was
of
the one
Where
where
there
the
was like
fucking
four.
the lorry was made out of weed?
Yeah, that's
And
the
then-
one. Yeah,
That's the same one.
Yeah,
It catches on fire and everyone gets fucking lean at the concert or whatever it
that's
was.
the one. Yeah.
That movie's fucking sick.
I
Wait,
can't
one
remember
of
what
them.
that.
Wait,
I
one of
can't
them
remember
was
what that other one
one of
was.
them,
But
wasn't
this guy is driving around in some truck. He works for his uncle's or his mum's company or something. Drives around selling weed. I think Cassidy's got a cameo in it. I can't remember what the
Is it
film
one of them hood? Is it a hood movie?
Yeah, it's a hood movie.
Who
It-
is it?
He's driving around in some truck and something gets stolen from the truck. People go looking for it, whatever.
Is it the Weed House one where they're growing in there? That DeRay Davis and whoever it is.
I can't remember, but
Yeah,
everyone gets shot at the end and he just drops to the floor like some bitch and then walks out with the peas.
I don't know that
Listen,
movie.
you guys, when you get lean, do you like to watch them type of films, or is it other types of films you like to
Well,
watch?
I watched Avatar High, yeah, and it was the best thing I ever did.
In
bro.
it though, in it. This is what I was going to
What's
say.
Avatar High?
No,
Nice.
Avatar. I just watched
Like,
it.
watch
bro. It was
Avatar
like-
when you're high.
Oh, you watched Avatar High. I watched Avatar High. But it's the way you said it, like it was a movie, Avatar High. But sorry,
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, films like that, they're just next level, aren't they?
yeah, man. It makes you tap into it, bruv, innit? That's what I'm
Like
saying.
I watched the whole Hunger Games sequence buzzed out my nut, like literally back to back as well. Like
Matrix, man. I like watching the Matrix on it. I like watching the Matrix. I like Close Encounters. I think that's pretty cool, the end sequence.
So what does it
Them
do when you
kind
watch
of-
movies high? What does it do for you?
I just feel like it builds more intensity.
Yeah.
It's
feel
like
it
you
more.
get into. It's like you're in the movie with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
It's weird. It's like
You
you're
concentrate so much on the movie.
It's because when you
Yeah.
bun, it heightens your senses in it, so
Yeah.
you just feel everything more.
You know, yesterday, yeah, while I was watching that
I
Too
would
Hot
watch
to
Basic
Handle.
Instinct high on weed.
The other day, I was watching Too Hot to Handle, yeah, on Netflix. That's the program I was talking about. And whatever, there was a scene, girl and the guy was talking in the scene, and I was like, "Rah, what the fuck was that?" And then my girl was like, "What are you talking about?" And she rewound it. Yeah, I don't know if it was like some kind of something reptilian anyway, but it ran across the screen in the background. Yeah, and she was like, "How the fuck did you see that?" Obviously, I'm high in it.
Yeah,
So
you're
little
in it.
watching for
You're
everything.
in it.
So
Yeah.
I'm just like intricate things like that stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sounds, feelings, like the actual storyline, the act. Like if the acting's really good on point, and then you proper get into it as well.
No, I watched Endgame High. That was fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I remember watching Endgame high and shit.
Yeah. I like visual, like Tron Legacy, because it's like neon-y type of film. That film's pretty good when you lean.
So what you want to try and say to me that you zone out so much that you feel that you're there?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go so as far to say that I'm there in some next kind of virtual reality. It's not like
Yeah, not that.
I just feel like it heightens my
You're
sense
invested,
to a
don't
point
you?
where I'm very, very concentrated on this movie.
Yeah, man. It's just like it just brings you a step closer. Maybe that's all I can say. Yeah.
You just
So I
feel more
remember when
invested
I used to
into
write,
it.
like people used to say that I got friends that couldn't write, couldn't record, and they said smoking.
I can
Yeah,
understand
I
that.
mean, I think that with that, when it comes to music, I think people don't feel like they put themselves into this zone.
Yeah.
What
Like,
about
I
you,
mean,
man? You see, when we recorded that whole EP, yeah? How
Yeah.
did you do most of your writing? What was your writing process for that?
Well, for both of my mixtapes, yes. To be fair, some of them I done lean and some of them I didn't. If I'm being honest, it was just
Yeah.
a mixture. Just a
So did
mixture.
you ever sit down to blaze one and say, I'm going to blaze and write? Or you blaze and then
Oh,
maybe...
yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah?
But
Loads
you
of
know
times.
what? On sometimes though, I didn't just like intentionally blaze and write. I'd have a blaze and then I'd put a beat on and it just
And then
come
start
out,
writing.
that kind of thing. But mine's both. But it's weird. Do you know what I've noticed, Cons, with writing and that? Just briefly, I'll touch up on it. I've noticed, maybe because I was new to it and I've done so much. Like it's all come out of me, and I
Yeah.
find it it's not. I don't find it as easy to write as I used to. It's weird.
Do you feel that you've said everything you kind of want to say?
Pretty much.
Because that's the point I got to. That's when I stopped writing. Because you got to remember, I've got 4 solo albums,
Yeah.
2 Colony mixtapes, a joint album with Evil Ed,
Yeah, you fucking ripped 10 million.
2 EPs, 2 mixtapes. So literally, I had a project out for 30. I had a project out every year for 13 years. Imagine, yeah, all right. And I found that near the end, I was repeating myself a lot.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to. It's like
See,
I
that's
need,
the whole writer's block thing when it comes to artists and
No,
making
because
music.
there's no such thing as writer's block.
You know, but isn't that kind of like writer's block?
No,
you know, like
what it is, you're just not writing what you like. You can write.
Of course you can write. Yeah, you're just not writing.
But you're not liking what you're writing.
Yeah. I hear that.
you know, that's why like a lot
If
of
I gave
artists
you a
have
piece
got
of
how many
paper now,
albums in
yeah.
them?
If I gave you a piece of paper now, yeah, and said to me, write me 16 lines that rhyme, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Do it. You can do it, but whether you like it or not is different.
Yeah, will there be substance in it?
There you
know,
go.
would there be-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people can say, "Oh, that's a writer's block. It's a block. I can't write." No, you can. It's like anything, yeah. It's like an engine. It's like this cup. Like it was full up of fucking coffee. I just drank it. Now this cup's dirty. I've got to clean it. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you clean it, the dirty water comes out first before the water cleans. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same with writing. You gotta write all the shit. You gotta get all the clogged up shit out of your system in order to write the good shit.
Yeah.
No, I hear that.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, have you not seen on Netflix the movies that made us?
Yeah.
I've seen some of them. Yeah.
Have you seen the Ghostbusters one?
Yeah.
Harold Ramis, Ivan Reitman, and what's it called? What's his name? Dan Aykroyd. They wrote Ghostbusters drunk. I mean, hi.
Yeah, but Dan Aykroyd had a whole history of this shit behind him. His whole family were into the supernatural.
Yeah, they were
all
some
that
mad shit.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? If you watch the podcast with Dan Aykroyd and Joe Rogan, and Dan Aykroyd's talking about the whole Ghostbusters thing and his background to the supernatural, they're proper into it. They'd have seances, family seances, and all that kind of bullshit.
They were proper into it.
Proper.
But Ivan Reitman's daughter, no, Harold Ramis' daughter said they went to a cabin and literally they were just like blazing and just writing Ghostbusters. So
It's good when shit like that happens, isn't it?
But then it's like albums, like how much of the Chronic, the Dr. Dre and Snoop album, the Chronic, yeah, was really influenced by the Chronic. I reckon they were blazing all fucking day.
I mean,
yeah, of course, definitely, man.
Lil Wayne produced the whole album just on lean.
Was that Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
The whole
And
album
he didn't
on
write
lean.
none of that shit down.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think you can kind of tell with that shit. I think with weed it's different though. You know what I mean? Like Doggy Style, you can tell Doggy Style
listen,
like
straight off the dome. When you saw that snippet of flipping Puck and Biggs spitting bars, they're just toasting Zoots going back and back, bro.
yeah.
Oh, that one when they're together, yeah, sitting down. I know that video, yeah.
But you know, it's even. But again, even Bob Marley, I reckon Bob Marley was fucking smoking his
all
ass
the
off
time.
Yeah, man.
All the time.
It is a very creative. That's
Yeah.
one thing about cannabis. It's a very creative plant, man.
Of course.
But more if you smoke sativa. For me personally.
Right, so what is sativa
I
then?
think,
Sativa gets you high. Indica gets you stoned.
yeah.
Okay.
One is more of a like head, and you're a bit more lively.
All right. So what strains of sativa? What are sativa strains?
Lemon, amnesia,
All the hazy types.
haze, basically.
Okay.
Grapefruit. What else? Silver haze.
Amnesia haze, all that.
Yeah, and your indicas are like your cheese and your kush and all that type of stuff.
All right.
So
What
basically,
what do you guys prefer?
I prefer sativa.
Ash?
On a night out, I'd prefer indica. When I'm writing in the booth, sativa all day long.
Yeah.
I think more time. If I'm like even chilling at home, I'd probably prefer like a nice sativa. But then,
What
like,
about,
yeah.
what about stuff like Thai weed and shit? What's the difference between
Oh, no. See, Thai weed, that's that grade. That's that
See,
merch.
I don't know the difference between none of this shit.
Now go and explain. Because thing is, I used to. I remember years ago when I used to do it. Yeah, I was going to the barbers and I used to smoke just punk, innit? Whatever punk was about. And the guys in there is like they kind of berate me a little bit. Says to me like, "Why are you smoking that shit? Yeah, smoke the Thai, smoke the Jamaican, you know, smoke that kind of shit. Don't touch the punk." You know, and I'll get that shit all the time.
No, because obviously the Thai and like the high grade and that's like more natural, and
It's not hybridized, basically.
yeah, it's not hybridized at all. Where a lot of like punk, monk, skunk, whatever you want to call it, has like chemicals, as to say, it's been more fucked with.
Because they just increase this. They do it to increase the THC rate, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There was a documentary on BBC Two. Yeah, they had they were running different drugs. Yeah, and doing clinical testing. This program was wicked. I mean, it wasn't just about cannabis. It was about mushrooms. It was about anyone heard of witch hazel?
No.
Witch hazel is it's a poison. Years ago in this country, people used to get off their tits. Yeah, they realised that if you drink a little bit of the shit, right, it wouldn't kill you. It will get you off your fucking face. So they used to take this stuff. They'll think they'll turn into wolves. They used to think they'll turn into werewolves and fucking dance around the fires, fuck each other and all that kind of shit, yeah? Mm. So anyway, they took all these types of drugs and they clinically tested it on the program. Now, they said the difference between punk and normal weed was the receptors. They realised that the chemical receptors in your head. Now, with normal weed, the receptors turn on while you're high. Yeah, when it wears off, they turn off. But they found with punk that the receptors were kind of left on. Yeah, it would switch these receptors on, and where the natural state was to be off, that it would still be on. And they kind of come to the conclusion that they thought that that's the reason why people will go and schizo on it, why some people go and schizo on it. You know, the natural tolerance when you're having it, you know, instead of what's the name, natural weed.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean.
All right, one thing I never got. You see him Friday?
Yeah.
Smoking with them Mexicans, yeah?
Yeah.
And they give him angel dust.
Angel dust, huh?
And he starts freaking out. What the fuck is angel dust?
I'm not really...
PCP, is it?
PCP.
So what's PCP? Is that the same thing that Denzel gave my man in Thingy? Training Day?
I don't know. All I know, PCP makes people do some crazy shit.
PCP.
There was a rapper called Christ Bearer. He chopped his own knob off when he was on PCP.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah.
Long Beach, yeah. He said he was going through shit with his wife and all that, and he just don't know why. They
don't feel it. They don't feel that shit either. I've heard of people smashing car windows with their fucking bare hands. So they smash up their hands. It was even a line in Terminator. Do you know when he turns around and goes, "Oh, like the bit where you smash through the thing?" He goes, "He was probably on PCP." But even
Ash's froze.
Ash froze. That's a funny fucking thing. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this fucking thing, you know that? I swear for this pod. Let me see if
you guys are frozen now.
Can we bring
it
back?
I know, that's it, you're back.
No, you're right. You're back.
He was the one that was frozen.
You guys were frozen to me.
Were we?
Yeah, you guys froze. Yeah.
Don't die, man. Huh?
No, man.
Don't die, man. We need you out here, Tash.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You're loved and you're needed out here.
You need to be making that lemon and ginger beat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mate, I started having... Someone tell me...
another thing I was going to say on a quick one, yeah? I remember when we was out in New York, yeah? All right? We went to buy some Rizla. Again, a friend of ours, I'm not going to say names because I don't know if people want the names mentioned in this or whatever, yeah? He wanted Rizzler, so he's going to a shop and he's asked for Rizzler, yeah? All right? And he can't get Rizzler nowhere, yeah? Until we clocked, yeah? All right? I said to him, bro, go in there and ask for zigzags, all right? He went and asked for zigzags, they gave him Rizzler, yeah? Do you know where I got that from? The Snoop Dogg album sleeve when he goes, get me some motherfucking zigzags, all right? And then I saw an interview with Snoop. Snoop always used to use rolling papers until he met Tupac.
Yeah, because Tupac's the first one.
Tupac rolled in blunts.
Yeah, he rolled in blunts. You know what I mean?
But ain't they got Rizzlers over there?
Yeah, it's Rizzler, but they call them zigzags.
No, I mean like the make Rizzler. They haven't got the make Rizzler over there.
No.
Is that an English thing, yeah?
I think so. Because we asked for Rizzler and they didn't have Rizzler. They didn't know what we were talking about. Went to the same shop, asked for zigzags.
That's got to say something then, isn't it?
You know what I mean? Oh, someone's jumping in.
Because Snoop says it in Doggy Style, isn't it? As well in one of his lyrics in G's and Hustlers. He says, fuck up, it's all about the zigzag smoke.
Yeah. Oh, Galaxy S9. Who's Galaxy S9?
Must be Anton.
That's got to be Tom, isn't it?
Oi!
You saying, bro?
Where you at, bruv?
We can't hear him, though.
Yo, what's happening?
Mic on B.
Yeah, he's there. Until he gets frustrated and leaves again.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you were talking about weed films. There's that Wiz Khalifa and Snoop film as well. It's shit though.
Oh, what film was that? That was called
High School something, innit?
Yeah, someone go to high school or something.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just.
Huh? No. Have we got any headphones? I'm not sure. All right, can we hear Ton? Let's see if we can hear Ton.
Yeah, it's connecting to audio now.
Connecting audio. What you saying?
Yo.
Yeah. All right, you've missed a bit. Basically, we're talking about 420 and weed and shit.
420?
Yeah.
20
you
what?
You obviously don't know what 420 is, isn't it?
Son, do you know what 420 is?
Well, wait, who? One at a time. What you said?
Do you know what 420 is?
No, what's 420?
Thank you.
But he's not a weed smoker like that, though, so he wouldn't know what 420 is, really. It's when everyone gets together in Hyde Park and blazes and does peaceful protest.
Was that the name of the thing, yeah?
Yeah.
I know about it, but I didn't know there was a title and shit, bro. It was just get you smoke on.
All right, let's get Tom up to speed, yeah, on a quick one, yeah. Name me some of your favorite weed movies.
How High?
Thank you.
It's not really a movie, documentary thing. What's that to Dre thing, bro? Concert thing. I don't know what you call it.
Up in Smoke Tour.
Up in Smoke Tour was banging. Scarface.
Scarface is a weed movie, is it?
I mean, Scarface is sick.
No, weed, specifically weed.
Isn't it? Oh, it's weed.
Yeah, Ton, are you on your Wi-Fi or are you on your mobile data?
Yeah, your shit's lagging, B.
Yeah, let me put my data up on. Hold on. Let me put. Hope it don't connect this.
It should be all right.
Yeah, because yours is lagging quite a bit. You know, you just.
Ash, have you watched Strain Hunters before, where they go around looking for the different seeds in different countries and that?
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's such a.
Yeah.
Have you watched that, Ash?
Huh?
Tash, I mean, have you seen that?
No.
Strain Hunters. It's wicked. Like they go to India, they go to Jamaica, Africa, Morocco, and they just go looking for particular rare strains.
All right. So wait, let me ask you that. Say in Morocco, yeah. What's the difference between hash and weed then?
Hash is just basically all the stuff. Basically, you know, like when you grind weed, yeah.
Mm.
In the bottom, it collects loads of keef. It's like all the THC that falls off the bud.
Yeah.
And what they do, they get all loads of that and they compress it, and it becomes hash, basically.
Do you know what? Do you know in India, what they do is you just like if you're a traveller, you can hit a town and say, look, I want some Chillum, I think it's called.
Yeah, Chillum.
Right? Chillum, innit? Right?
Yeah,
So what,
they smoke like that. They hold their hands up.
You know the video I sent of all the old ladies smoking? Do you remember?
yeah, that's it. That's the Chillum.
Yeah.
That's the Chillum. And what they do is they get the leaves, right, and they just rub the leaves like this, and all the shit that gets stuck on their hands,
Yeah,
like the resin.
Together. That's it.
Yeah, they just put it into a leaf, and they just keep on doing that, and they make you a block. They'll make you a block for like fuck all money. But that stuff is like years ago when I first started smoking, it was all hash. Like weed was very hard to find. And then what started to happen is people got smart and they started mixing in there some black stuff, right? Doesn't get you high and it's full of chemicals, yeah? And they'll cut that black stuff in with the normal hash.
To double up.
Yeah. And then basically what will start happening, you get headaches. When you get lean on it, you start getting mad sort of like room spinning and nausea.
Basically.
Hey?
What, then none of you smoke the thing then? No.
Like, no
Never
weed.
ban ash.
All
I've
ash.
tried Moroccan ash before.
Yeah.
Ash.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I ain't had no Moroccan ash, bro.
Bruv, Lebanese.
Ash.
I had Lebanese. That stuff came once and it was the nuts.
Yeah, King Havana I tried in Greenhouse, Amsterdam. That was nice.
Yeah. It's really expensive in Amsterdam, though, isn't it?
Did you smoke in Amsterdam, Ton?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you find the buzz?
It was alright, bro. It woke me up, if anything, bro. That's what it did.
Have
to
any
me,
space cake?
You get me that before?
Oh.
Nah, no space cake, man.
Space cakes are nuts,
I started bugging out.
Guys,
Yeah, you said before.
I started bugging, bro.
Listen, when I was out in Amsterdam, yeah, we was up in the Blues Brothers, right? When we first walked in, like what Anton said about the whole moody sort of vibe when you walk into a place. And so we went upstairs. Upstairs, I had a little DJ. The guy had a little booth with some mushrooms and that kind of shit. And we was like, hey, we want some space cakes, yeah? They're like, all right. So they're like muffins, like normal muffins, like, you know, but they're fucking full of weed. So we ate those and we're having a laugh, we're having a smoke. This American family come up, like a old man, old woman, son and daughter with their kids, right? And it's about 9, 9:30. And they walk in and they're like, hey, buddy, hey, can you give us some space cakes? And the guy goes, what?
Your American accent is amazing.
Right? He goes,
hey, buddy, can you give us some space cakes?
So he did. He served them up, the whole family, right? And they munched them, yeah, all of them. Ah, bruv, the kids as well.
Listen, space cakes didn't do me no good at all. When I went to Amsterdam first time, I was about 18. It was 99, I think it was. Yeah, I went to college. Yeah, all right. Now everyone's blazing, and I don't blaze it, so I didn't blaze. So I thought, let me get some cakes instead. So the woman told me, eat the cake, half of it, wait half hour, eat the other half. So I've done that. I'm cool, not really feeling much anyway, yeah? I like the taste of them though, yeah? Me being the foodie that I am, yeah? I bought another cake, ate another cake, yeah? Ate another one, like men's laughing. I ate another one, Oh, listen, I had a muffin.
How many did you eat?
About 7, all right?
What?
Fuck off. Raw.
I had about 7, yeah? No word of a lie, yeah? I wish the people were here, like, I'm going to tag a couple people when we put this up, yeah? All right, that went with me, yeah? Back in college, yeah? So I've had about 7 cakes or whatever, yeah? All right? So we've gone to a club now, but we've gone to a club early. Like over here, we go to a club about 11 o'clock. It's pumping, isn't it? Like, it's all right. But no one goes clubbing out in Amsterdam. We didn't know until the cafes are shut. So we're there for ages, yeah? And it's empty. So I'm nodding off like this, yeah? I'm in there, yeah? And I can feel myself. You know when you nod off, yeah? You go, but you open your eyes. But I'm not opening my eyes. I'm going. But my eyes ain't opening, yeah? So imagine, yeah? I'm there, and the club's open. I mean, it's there, and it's empty. And nothing's going on, yeah? And this is what I felt like I did. I went. Right? That's what I felt like I did, yeah? Bro, in that 1 second, the club was packed. So imagine, yeah? I'm close. My boys, I blinked, and it's packed, yeah? All right? So I thought, fuck this is mad, yeah? So it all got to me, and I'm having time lapses and what. That's what it was. I was having time lapses. I went to the toilet to wash my face, yeah? I walked up to the mirror. I went, opened my eyes, and I was in the red light district. I don't know how I walked out the club.
Hey, I'm surprised you didn't green out, man.
Bro, I was having time lapses.
Yeah.
Con, shall I tell you what happened
Mad.
for me last year, bruv? I had a bit of edibles, yeah, but I think I had a little, slightly bit more than I usually would.
Yeah.
I can feel it. I'm starting to. I'm not too high, but I'm starting to like feel like my stomach, like, and my insides moving. Anyway, it's about 10 o'clock, right? I've got the munchies now. So I've gone downstairs and I've got these 2 like hot fire noodles, bruv, and I'm like made them and I've yammed them, bruv. And don't know what happened. That heat must have reacted with the thing, bro. I was washing the dishes and I just collapsed on the fucking sink like this.
No way.
For about no word of advice, 7-8 minutes, and I know like my parents are next door, and I'm thinking, please don't come in. And I'm trying to get up, but I can't physically get up. Anyway, there was a bottle of water next to me. When I saw it, I drank it, and it kind of woke me up, yeah. And then like I went in, I opened the door, went in the garden. As soon as the fresh air hit me, I woke up, and I went and looked at myself in the mirror, bruv. And I looked like all yellow and shit, and I was all sweating.
Nice.
Nah, you're just Turkish, bro. We're yellow. It's all good.
It's mad. Like, that's the thing with edibles. If you misjudge the amount, but all that is, that's good. It's probably just cleansing you, bro. That's all it's doing when you have that.
It's fucking you up.
No, the second time I went to Amsterdam, yeah, I smoked. Me and my friend went out to Amsterdam. I smoked. Yeah, I don't know if I've told you the story about towels. Towels.
No.
All right. Nick says, "Oh my god." All right, listen. Basically, what happened was, all right, we've been smoking, all right, all day or whatever. We've gone back to our hotel room now. Yeah, we've got no
somebody who's not a smoker. You have smoked a lot. You know that.
Not really.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm saying. And when your birthday comes around, you know what
I do on my birthday, but it's my birthday and Christmas, maybe. And that's
it. His mouth like it's El Chapo or something on his birthday.
Yeah, bro. You see how mad he got when I brought it up in fucking the pod?
No, because you made it sound like I smoke.
Bro, but you hear what my man just said, bro? He said you sound like you smoke. You're like, for someone that don't smoke.
No, but listen, this Christmas I didn't, yeah, all right? My birthday I did, yeah, all right? But the only time I've ever smoked, really, is when I've been to Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Realistically.
You told me as well.
Yeah. Other than that, bro, I don't even roll. I can't even roll. So if I was to...
It's true, it's true. For the record, you did get me to roll it. You did say, can you roll it?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think. But anyway, so we're out in Amsterdam now, yeah?
Stop all that.
Yeah, tell them. So we're out in Amsterdam, yeah? We've come back. We've got no towels, all right? So I've gone out to get some snacks from the vending machine. I've come back. I've gone past a linen closet. I'm like, shit, we needed towels. So I've picked up a bunch of towels, taking it back to the hotel room now, yeah? Right? About half hour goes by. I'm still got the munchies. I'm going back to the vending machine. So I've gone back to the vending machine, gone past the linen closet. I'm thinking, shit, we needed towels. Did I get them or didn't I? Fuck it. Grabbed a bunch more towels. Gone back to the room. My brethren's like, bro, what are you doing with all these towels, man? We don't need that many towels. Bro, an hour went by. I went to the fucking vending machine again. I walked past the linen closet and I was like, shit, we need towels. Yeah. And I grabbed a whole bunch more towels. Bro, our room was just full of white towels everywhere. The mates must be thinking, what the fuck are these two up to, like, in here for real?
Gangbang going on it.
Lots of mopping up, yeah?
Lots of mopping up. I don't know, bro. It was just mad. It was crazy. It was funny.
I tell you a little experience I had of some ash cakes, bro. Imagine. I had about 2, I think. I woke up handcuffed to a radiator with my drawers down and that, bro. Yeah. Lucky enough, it was just girls in the yard and that, bro. But fuck me. Never again, bro. Never. I left the yard.
Your drawers down.
Listen, I left fam, when I'm telling you, laid out on my front, My drawers off, bruv. Like, I'm handcuffed to the thing, bruv. Like, I slept for like 24 hours. I
don't know how. I don't understand how weed takes people to these extents, bro.
Yeah, same, man.
Trust me, I just really don't.
That was ash, though. That was a muffin cake. What do you call it? Ash cake? Where we call it?
Yeah.
I don't even know, man.
But
Yeah,
like we said,
everyone's
bro,
different, innit?
like we said, it
Yeah,
affects
I hear
people in different. I know people that have smoked weed, yeah, all right, and have become schizophrenic off that shit.
Yeah.
No, I hear that still.
Listen,
I'm saying I've seen people that it affects differently. That not everyone's built for smoking weed.
I know people that just
what they were
smoke,
smoking. It's like I was saying earlier about with alcohol. Yeah, there's a guy that could have a beer and be all jolly on it. There's a guy that could have a beer and go home and beat his wife and kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how it affects you, innit? You know what I mean? But I think what a lot of people misconstrue is because weed is illegal, oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And as soon as you say you smoke weed, oh, your blood, you got to separate that because alcohol was illegal back in the day. And they were fucking making moonshine and making whiskeys and whatever, and they were selling that. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, so what? Now, next week, say weed is legalized. What all these people are going to say? Oh, it's all right now because it's legal.
Yeah, they will. They fucking will.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, if
they will.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have a problem with weed being. I think alcohol is worse than weed.
Yeah. So do I.
More people died based off of alcohol than weed.
You can't die from weed.
No.
It's impossible. You can't.
You just green out at the end of it and bang.
If anything, it fucking keeps you alive. Not if it's fucking cures cancer and
my uncle
like that, then how could it kill you?
My uncle went to hospital and didn't realize he was having a heart attack. He smoked a zoo on the way to hospital and walked there, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah.
When
they got there and they done his readings and that, bruv, there's like, how are you still there? Really didn't understand. They said, do you smoke weed? And he didn't. He was shook to answer, but he said, yeah. He goes, well, that slowed things down. Like, you shouldn't even be able to respond.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, listen to this. Years ago, yeah, I used to go out with this girl, right? I'll just say her name was Helen, right? We started going out. She was a little bit clinically.
Sure, Bobby, bro.
Trust me.
Right? What do you mean, trust me? I went handcuffed to a radiator with my drawers down, yeah?
I was in the room full of gal, bro. It's a different thing, bro.
Listen, I'm going to say one thing. Baz in the bushes.
Do you know what I mean? Baz in the bushes.
Who in the bushes?
Baz in the bushes.
Bazzer in the bushes.
Who's that?
Don't worry, we'll talk about it later. We can't talk about it.
We can't really talk about it still.
We can't talk about it.
Nah. But anyway. Anyway, right? So this girl, I found out this girl was clinically not altogether there. She was on medication.
I thought, do you know what? Sorry to cut you off. I thought for a second, when I found out this girl was actually a man, I thought that's what he was going to say.
Oh, you like that story to go that way, innit?
I wouldn't like it to go that way, really.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. Right? So anyway, I broke it off with her, yeah? I thought, like, I'm not serious. I was just up, for a thing, So a week or so later, she phones me up and goes, listen, can you get hold of anything? And I was like, I can get Ash. She's like, all right. She goes, you guys like doing like cakes and all that kind of thing. She goes, can you get us something? I was like, all right. I goes, let's get a quarter. Do you remember them yogurts? Do you know them yogurts you can get where like it's chocolate and it's got a bit that you flip over into it? Yeah.
Like a fruit corner.
They're one of them kind of thing. Yeah, so I got a chocolate one, yeah? I suppose a chocolate one each. I got a quarter, right? I cut the quarter in half, and then we just basically broke it up into each other's thing, right? And then put it over, and we walked over to the YMCA in Romford, yeah? And we sat outside in the grass, and we done that. And then, like, she goes, should we go for a walk? I was like, all right. So start walking in a nature reserve, yeah? I don't know how many hours we're walking. We're just walking and walking and walking. Right? Do you know off the back of the thing, YMCA in Romford?
Oh, that part, that little part, that small part.
Links, well, that links up to the nature reserve.
But anyway.
Yeah? Do you know, like, the thing, the chase? That actually links up to the chase.
There are people beat behind there still.
Right. Well, now we started walking, right? And it's like hours. It's starting to get dark now, right? And we sat on top of one of the hills. And all I remember is zoning out on this red light that was on the thing in one of the industrial parks across the road. And she starts going to me, "Why'd you break up with me? Why'd you break up with me? Is it because I'm Chinese?"
Get your cat's balls out the screen, bro.
Yeah.
The balls are on the screen, bro.
Come out here, man. What up to you, man?
Bro, all I know is it's turn around and the balls are just there. Like,
I didn't see it. I'll put that in the edit.
Yeah, man.
fuck, yeah, that might have to be our thumbnail for this story time. So anyway, she said, why did
Yeah,
you...
she started bugging out, yeah? Because she's lean, and now all she can think about is the reason why I've not, you know, I'm not with her no more. And there's me just there, just staring like this, and it's cold as well. In the end of it, I went, "Listen, should we just go home?" So she's like, "Yeah." So I walk her to Romford, yeah? And I'm cold, and I go to her, "Can I borrow a coat? You got a coat or something? Can I borrow your dad's coat or something? I'll give it to you tomorrow." She went, "Nah." And I went, "Can you find me a cab?" She's like, "Nah." She's like, "I'm going to bed." And she just walked upstairs. So I got the yellow pages, yeah? Open up the yellow pages to fucking find out the thing, cab, yeah?
I thought you were going to say, I wore the yellow pages.
I don't know where he's going with this. I don't
Right?
have no
The
idea.
yellow pages, right? And all the writing and adverts is just like fucking, it's smudged, isn't it? I can't see numbers. I can't see
Found the
pictures.
pages to make a jacket and shit.
No, bro. I picked up a jacket, yeah? I put it on, it felt small. But fuck it, I'm walking home.
Where'd
I
you get
can't
the
find
jacket
the cab.
from?
It was there. I think it was just hanging by the thing, the door. So I just nicked it in it. Right, started walking home. I got home, yeah, I was still freezing. I look at the fucking coat. It's like this tiny little fucking pink furry coat. Something she's wearing, she's go out. I don't walk home like that. All the way down to Dagenham East it was at the time. I fucking woke up in the morning and I was like...
Pink furry coat.
Yeah.
Is that you trying to justify you wearing a pink furry coat?
Bruv, I ain't justified. That's what happens.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
This is
Dress up with a thing.
No, listen.
This ain't a court of law. I ain't got to justify myself.
That plus the picture, yeah. That plus the picture. Plus. We'll constantly out with that scenario.
Wait,
we're not calling out the scenario. Wait, I'm going to let them talk.
You don't even talk about some of the shit you send on group has me suspicious as fuck, man.
That's
some of the shit you send on group, man, what the fuck?
That is banter.
What are you sending me dick pictures for? Like, what are you trying to insinuate something?
That is banter. Plus,
that's banter now.
But you know how you're saying it's banter. Ashton, that's banter.
That's banter.
That's banter.
Yeah, you justifying yourself for that then?
Banter.
Listen.
That was trending.
Sending a funny video around that everybody else is sending around, yeah.
But there's a certain thing to the funny videos, though.
It's completely different to wearing a dress. It's completely different to walking around. And it is definitely different about wondering what you're really getting up to that camera, bro.
You're right. It is different.
There's three big question marks there. I'm just saying.
Hey, there's question marks almost on a daily basis, bruv.
I'm saying, man.
Wait, Chelsea.
If you need to talk, I'm sure like Cons, he knows about them things. He plays striking Viper.
That's why I got my control pad ready, bro. I got my control pad ready. I want to get fucked. Which one of you wants to be a chick? Because I'm Ken. That's all I know. Which one of you wants to be
high makes you do some weird shit, is all I'm saying.
What's that?
All I'm saying is sometimes getting high can make you do some weird shit and put you into some weird scenarios.
Yeah, I suppose.
I believe that.
But we learn from everything, so it's all good, I suppose.
Yeah, man.
No, we don't. We still do.
I also do believe certain times I wasn't high in that situation. I would have either got nicked or I would have probably been dead.
Bruv. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a situation which I won't really talk about on here.
Of course.
It's not too good. But yeah, it got me out of that situation.
Real.
With the old Bill.
The old Bill, mate. The old Bill.
The old Bill?
The old Bill.
Yeah, so what you guys...
Go on.
Ton, are you still working, bruv?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
working,
Still
bro.
fucking working, bro.
Bruv, what's work been like?
Yeah, man.
Non-stop.
Non-stop, bro. Non-stop, bro.
Yeah?
History making and shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Really?
The amount of shit we're taking in is just crazy, bro. You get me? Like, man's telling world records and that, bro. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of food waste now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All of that, like, tenfold.
Dickheads.
Like, you get me? Shit going. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Greed and all that shit, bro. You get me? It's just.
What do you
mad.
reckon? By seeing what
Get me
people
that.
are throwing out, do you think people will fix up after this thing? Or do you think,
No.
you think everyone's just the same thing?
Listen, yeah, I don't know about you, how it is around your side, yeah, but the level of, I'll just say, like, the Jeremy Kyle type of people are still out on the roadside in their fucking dressing gown and their slippers, walking upon the roadside, and then you're gonna
Yeah,
go
they're
in your
more
house.
comfortable now. If anything,
So,
They're moving mad.
you get me? I see a lot of that shit, bro. Like, where was that? Sainsbury's, bro. Same thing, bro. Flip flops and was it slippers and dressing
Realistically,
gowns and
yeah.
shit? I'm like, yo.
These are the times man should be walking around in hazmat suits and that, and these men are up in their bedroom clothes.
hey, and you see what's going on in America right now? They're and Germany. They're out and they're petitioning against the lockdown.
Yeah, I see the Germany.
Yeah.
Dickheads! What are you all getting together for? You know? The whole
Well,
thing is
the
so
NHS and the
stop
police
doing
can
it.
do it.
It's because we're being told to stay indoors, yeah? The
So
moment
let's
you're
get ill.
told to do something, yeah?
Unless you want to
Don't
do it, that's
do it.
so true.
What, Tony, gone?
No. I'm saying yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I thought you said,
Like,
oh,
to these motherfuckers.
Yeah, the moment you're told to do something, like I could be in my house for a whole week here and not want to leave my house, yeah? The moment someone says to me, you're not allowed to leave your house, yeah? No, fuck that, I want to leave my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair
So
enough.
true.
Fair enough, but it's being done though, isn't it? Like there's something that's going around. Bruv, you watch the TV every day, 1,000 people are dying. Right? That doesn't make you want to think. Fix up.
Yeah, but listen.
But are they though? That's the thing. But
No,
look,
basically,
Ash,
yeah.
1 second.
Go on.
1 second. I checked, bruv. Do you know how many people die every month when there's no coronavirus in the UK?
What? Yeah, but
What about 20,000, 30,000?
10,000 people die every month in the UK.
right.
What I'm saying is, why was there no lockdown? Why hadn't there been no lockdown? Because millions of people die from cancer, for example.
Because it's not, you can't transfer it. Yeah, cancer just happens.
All right,
You can't,
but,
like,
but this is
Coughing and then next
It
man
doesn't
dead.
just happen.
Can I just say one thing?
That's the reoccurrence of
These 900 people that are dying a day, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the total tally of how many people in England have died that day? Or is it how many have died of corona?
supposedly
corona.
All right. Now, in order for it to be classed as corona, right, you have to have an autopsy and have the final result of why that person died, yeah? I could have got hit by a bus, yeah?
Yeah,
right?
blunt
And
force
I've got corona,
Corona.
right? And they'll put it down to corona. This person had corona.
So we don't know that.
They do.
We don't know.
Dude, man.
How do we know this? Then?
Come on, man. Because we can't be gullible to this bullshit, bro. You get
No,
me?
no,
The
I mean, like-
footballer died, yeah? Imagine, wait.
Yeah.
I hear what Tash is saying. I know what you're saying. I believe you. I agree with what you're saying, but where's the statistics to prove
Like,
what
we
we're
don't
saying?
know. Like, listen, the only
Of course, because the autopsies ain't back yet. The autopsies aren't
Right,
back
listen,
yet.
you go into the hospital, yeah, they check you out, right? They check your blood out, they realise you got corona, yeah? When you die, they put it down as corona. It doesn't matter the fact that you're dying of ammonia or whatever it is.
That's what I'm saying. But
called.
listen, let me tell you something, yeah? My mum, yeah? She got 5 major underlying health issues, yeah? She got coronary heart disease, she's blind, she got high diabetes, yeah? And she got a liver, she only got one kidney, sorry, she only got one kidney, and that kidney only works at 20%. She has to go for dialysis, yeah? All right? Every other day. She has to go dialysis, yeah? She got diagnosed with corona, all right?
Yeah.
My sister got diagnosed with it as well, all right? And they're at home, yeah, all right? Unfortunately, my mum took a fall and my sister couldn't pick her up, all right? My sister couldn't lift her. Before that, they were saying that she can't come to the hospital. She can't do the whole hospital thing, whatever, because she's not at the stage where she needs a ventilator or she needs to be in hospital. My sister couldn't lift her, called the ambulance. The ambulance came and took her, all right? And we honestly thought, right, the way the pandemic's thing, that's going to be the last time we see or speak to her. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right? 2 days later, my sister gets a phone call from the doctor saying they've tested her another 3 times, saying whatever you're doing for your mum is working, all right? And she's in the recovery stages now. Now, this is a woman, all right, who's had triple heart bypass surgery, got 1 kidney working at 20%, high diabetes, yeah, and hasn't died of it. I saw a bouncer from Romford that he used to be thinking that a fit bouncer has died of corona. But my mum, who's more susceptible and more vulnerable than anyone to die from it, hasn't died from it, and God willing won't die from it, yeah? All right?
Yeah.
So how the fuck does that work out, bro? My man probably died of a heart attack, and because he got tested positive for corona, they put it down to corona.
It's got to be off of the back of the corona. I mean, like, put it this way, today I went to hospital, yeah? They didn't let me in the hospital. They turned around and said to me, you got chronic asthma, yeah? Your very thing, open to get it. So they wouldn't let me in the hospital. I literally done my consultation outside, right? And then they sent me home.
All right.
Yeah. They turned around and said, because, and look, I'm 44 years of age, right? I cycle, you know, I do the hours I do when I work. Yeah, I'm quite active, you know, and to be told that I'm in a higher risk group, I thought to myself, bruh, you know, that's the hospital saying that.
Let's flip it round. How many avid weed smoke, like, do you think weed and thingy can battle corona?
You should talk about. Yeah, of course it can.
I'm just thinking about how many stoners have been affected by this.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, Black the Ripper wasn't affected by it, by the best of my knowledge. I'm not drawing that down to the corona, but
because when you bun, it raises your alkaline level, so of course it helps. Because the more alkaline your body is, the less chance you have got of getting a virus. It's down to us. It's not down to like spreading. It's if your body is not alkaline enough or working in a good way, then you can't fight off a virus. So it's not, you can't catch it. It's down to us not to catch it. We have to look after ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the whole thing with my asthma wasn't down to weed. It's down to the tobacco I've smoked. It's all the cigarettes. I mean, like, if anyone's seen me smoking cigarettes from back in the day, yeah, I was obsessive. I mean, I'll do a pack of 20, no problem. You know, one after another, after another, after another. The damage is down to that. You know, it's not the weed that I've smoked that's done it. It's all the fucking tobacco that I've smoked.
What my sister done was with my mum, yeah, all right, from what she explained to me. See, the mucus, she wouldn't let the mucus build up in my mum's body, so she could give her lemon shots and give her like thingy and whatever, and it brings up the thing that should make my mum throw up so that the mucus doesn't settle in her.
Exactly, that's good.
Yeah, so like one night, my sister phoned me and she said to me, I'm breathing really heavily, I can't breathe properly, my chest is really tight. If you phone me 3 times in a row and I don't answer, call the ambulance. All right? She went out that night, and as mad as it seems, she hugged her tree in the garden, yeah? All right?
Yeah.
And it helped her breathe better.
Yeah.
Like the shit, just the energy and the oxygen from the tree and whatever. And she's been making my mum throw up and whatever. And I believe that that's what it was that prevented the corona from settling into her lungs.
Yeah.
But do you think that anxiety will lower your immune system?
Of course it will.
Do you think that the way that everything's being portrayed right now is a good way to basically stress people out to the point where their immune system's low?
Listen, this is the way I see it, yeah? If we didn't know there was a pandemic going on outside, yeah, you'd think everything was normal. All right, people queuing and whatever, cool, yeah, all right? It's only when you read the news and look at Facebook and whatever you think, fuck.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, yeah, that most people. The thing is that most people don't realize, yeah, is that when you like just like when you're watching TV, it sets off significant dopamines and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you do it, with everything you do, it sets off significant dopamine. So it's heightened for positive reasons and it's lowered for negative reasons. And obviously, like when you're in a high level, like happiness and excitement and all the high emotions, and do you know what I mean? But then when you're low and you're watching something more negative or whatever, yeah, all the fear and everything. So all the depression and all that comes from the negative side. And that's where they got a lot of people. Like I've been seeing so many people like having trouble in their relationships through this lockdown because they've had to face one another. People having trouble with their kids because they've had to spend more time with their kids and shit like that. So,
well, look, yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here.
The mind state they put you in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, yeah? I've got YouTube opened up in front of me, right? The first thing is Michael Gove concedes MP missed Cobra coronavirus meetings. Next one is government will help pay wages for 140 million people. You've got planes, you've got 90-year-olds, you've got anti-lockdown protests. This is all on my fucking newsfeed. I haven't signed up to BBC or any of them lot, right? But there it is, right in front of me, every fucking day. You know, letting me know how bad the situation is.
Do you know what? I haven't even seen one African kid on TV with flies flying around him for time, bruv. It's all been it's all been NHS and clapping and shit.
Listen, in the words of the great Nate Dogg, smoke weed every day. Fuck it.
Cons, just quickly, did any of you see that video that's going around? Like, you know, the Olympics 2012?
Right, what was that about?
The opening ceremony where, if you watch it now, there's an opening ceremony where there's all beds and nurses and that, and there's all, they're saying it was like a pre-predictive programming of telling us that corona.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
everything's a pre-predictive. Oh, corona's coming.
Mem, what's that thing that you put on the other day? That announcement. Who was that dude?
What, that Asian guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, what about when he's talking about the gold and all that? Is it that one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's just some guy who knows the law like proper deeply and that, and basically like, because there's certain people that's like all maritime law and that. That's a really deep subject, man. Because like, you see the law that's imposed on us from the government. It's maritime law. It's actually not the law of the land. It's the law for ships out in the sea. So
is it different to the common law?
Yes, basically.
Right. So it is common law or it's different to common law?
What's that?
It is common law or it's different to common law?
Different to common law.
Right.
Yeah, so one's a legal system and one's a law.
Yeah. Well, because you got acts and statutes, haven't you?
Yeah, because legal just comes from the word regal, which is just the rules of the king and queen. It's not the actual law.
Yeah.
So if someone said to you, for example, I'm charging you on the act of so-and-so, this act, well, you can say, well, basically, you know, like all our names are written in capital letters, right? On all our IDs. Yeah. Well, if your name's written in capital letters, it means you're dead.
Is it?
Really?
Metaphorically, yeah, because capital comes from kaput, which means dead. If you look at all tombstones, they're all written in capitals.
Right.
Basically, and if a policeman said to you, "Show me your ID," and you showed him your ID, and it was all in capitals, you'd be committing fraud because you'd be admitting to being a dead person. The law and the legal system is one big trick to just get everyone fucked up. But it's a long story. I ain't going to go into it. But that's what it's all
about. I got a question. Where does weed grow naturally? Where on earth does weed grow naturally?
Jamaica.
India, Africa.
So it just grows out. It just
South
grows.
America, Colombia.
Yeah.
All right. So
watch Strain Hunters. That's where they go to.
Is it illegal then? In these places, is it illegal to shop weed?
Some of them it is, and some of
them it is.
So if it grows naturally in their fucking fields and shit, and they chop it like and sell it, how the fuck are they gonna get arrested for that shit? It grows.
Cocaine comes from leaves.
Cocaine does come from leaves. So does opium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's mixed and it's processed and whatever.
Yeah,
blah,
that's,
blah, blah.
yeah.
Hus,
Right.
do you know the Lemon in Cyprus?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you know that was covered with fucking weed?
was it?
Yeah. That was when the British turned around and went, listen, you got to fucking burn that shit down, and they made the Turkish
The
government.
whole island high, innit?
Bruv, my granddad used to sell weed. Yeah, he used to sell the plants. They used to sit outside his yard. Yeah, and people just because they used to have
They used to call it, you know, they used to call it in Turkish, gandavuri.
Yeah.
Gandawuri, that's right. You know?
Yeah, smoke that gandavuri, man.
Yeah, they used to use it medicinally. They used to put it into cooking, right?
Yeah.
So he used to grow it, and people used to just walk past, go, oh yeah, I'll have one of them, and buy the plant and take it home with them. It wasn't illegal.
But
Yeah,
today, in this day and age, it is illegal. But it won't be for long,
Yeah.
trust me.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Wrap up time. What's the time?
Yeah, it is. It's wrap up time.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, who's up for Friday night?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yep. I'm up for it.
Possibly. It depends what I'm doing, man.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll try because I'm working Saturday as well, bro. Early
All
start.
right.
Them mad ones.
Well, listen,
you know?
wrong side of 30, I've been cons.
Peace.
Tash.
Todd, what happened to you?
Yeah. Peace. We'll see you soon.
See you later. Take
Bless
care.
up, bless up, bless up.